Hey guys, what's up? It's Autumn. Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, do not forget to hit the subscribe button down below so that way you guys can stay tuned and get to see more of my videos and whatever. If you guys want to, you guys can stay. If not, that's totally cool. This channel is mainly a beauty-based channel, but I have a bunch of fun videos here and there. So if you guys enjoy that too, you guys can go on ahead and check out all of my other videos. Today I have a super fun video, and this video is in collaboration with one of my good YouTube friends. Her name is Nicole. Her channel name is Beauty Corner with Nikki. I'll kind of link it around somewhere around here, and then also I will link her channel down below, and I will also, yeah, I'll give you guys a link to her channel, possibly her video. There's gonna be some sort of link down below, okay? Nicole is an awesome YouTuber that's been doing videos for around the same amount of time as me. I don't know if she's been doing videos for longer or the same amount of time, but I know that she has not been on YouTube for less time. I think she's been on YouTube a little bit longer than me. I'm not quite sure. But we've been on YouTube around the same amount of time. We're kind of hitting like the same milestones together from what I've noticed. And she's just, I see her like so passionate about her channel. Like she has the same passion that I do. I love watching her videos. She's super relatable, super fun, super like she's, I don't know, I really enjoy her videos. So she's a, you know, just one of my cool friends here on YouTube. And if you guys don't subscribe to my channel, please consider going and checking out her channel. She will be filming a video extremely similar, the same exact video as me. I definitely think that you guys should go and check out her channel. She's super cool. Go and give her a like. Go and tell her that you're from my channel. If you guys are my girls, go and hit up her channel. I know that I have a couple of girls that comment every single video, which I know who you guys are. I know who you guys are, and I notice you guys, so maybe go on ahead and go and hit up her channel too. Come on, let's all support one another. And yes, so today you guys, I have a super fun video for you guys. I'm gonna be sharing with you guys my top 5 favorite eyeshadow palettes out of all of my eyeshadow palettes. I don't have like a bunch of eyeshadow palettes, but I do have more than the average person would, if that makes sense. So Nicole will also be filming a video just like this one. She's going to be giving you guys insight as to what her favorite 5 eyeshadow palettes are, and that is going to be it. So don't forget to check out her channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and let's continue on with this video. So I'm going to go on ahead and go to my least out of my 5 favorites, and then the palette that I don't really use that much. So it's this tiny little IBY palette. I got this in my box charm. You guys, a lot of my eyeshadow palettes I've actually gotten from my BoxyCharm, but BoxyCharm does send a lot of palettes, and I do use a lot of their palettes. And that's where I get a lot of my palettes from. It's just point blank period. So I really like this IBY Beauty Trio eyeshadow palette. It's the Threes Company eyeshadow palette. Let me go on ahead and open it up and show you guys the shades. So it's just a super cute, tiny little mini palette. Comes with a little mirror, and it comes with these 3 shades in it. Just very neutral shades, nothing too crazy, nothing too out of the box. You guys, this palette has been my go-to palette whenever I'm like going crazy and I need to put on makeup in like a minute. Literally in like a minute. I just go pick it up, and the shades are so, they're so like, this palette is so self-explanatory. This palette, you guys, is so self-explanatory. Like, you just hurry up, put this color into your crease as a transition, you put this one all over your lid, you can highlight the brow bone with this one. Like, it's so self-explanatory, and it's so quick. It's so easy to take with me if I'm in the car, if I just need to grab a brush and then the palette and then just go, and I know that it will provide me with a nice natural eye look. So this palette has just been like my lifesaver in a lot of fast-paced moments in my life. I really enjoy it a lot. I love it so much. So yes, this is one of my favorite palettes. Okay. Next up, you guys, is another palette that I got in my BoxyCharm. Do not judge me, but this will be the last BoxyCharm palette that I have to show you guys. So this is the last palette that I've gotten in my BoxyCharm that's in my monthly favorites. I don't necessarily use this like crazy, but I really love the shades in here, and it's just one of my favorite palettes to look at and also to use, because I feel like I have a lot of fun using this palette. So this is the Electric Eyes palette. It was the collaboration that Blink and BoxyCharm did together, you guys. This comes with 5 shades, and I really just love these shades. So it comes with a nice little mirror, which is always nice because it's so convenient, like if I'm on the go somewhere and I just need to look, and then it gives me like a perfect view of my eyes. Do you see how it's just like the perfect little cut to like shape out my eye? I love this palette, okay? All I can say. So it comes with 5 shades, you guys. They're kind of like neutral Shazam shades. They're all very pigmented. They're all very metallic-y, as you guys can see. Like, I'll just go on ahead and show you guys. Like, they're very metallic-y. Let me go. I just have to swatch it because of the fact that they're so nice, all of these shades. So do you guys just see like what I'm talking about, like how nicely pigmented all these shades are? So this is definitely one of my favorite palettes because I feel like, okay you guys, so like I feel like if I had, I'm trying to wipe off my hands, I'm wiping off my hands on my chair, don't do that at home. I feel like if I were to go somewhere and if I just had this palette right here, if I just had this palette and this palette, that I can come up with so many different looks. I mean, of course with the same crease, but, or whatever, but I feel like if I can come up with so many looks with just these 2 palettes alone. So I really enjoy these palettes. I love how pigmented this palette is. I just love what it delivers. So I'm in love with this palette right here. It's just a super good palette and it's one of my favorites, and that's just what it is, okay? Next up, you guys, one of my other favorite palettes is actually a palette that I haven't really shown so much on my channel. I know I did do a review video on this palette, so if you guys want to see swatches of this palette and everything, I'll go on ahead and I'll link that video down below. And then I also include an eye look using this palette, one eye look, so I will also link that video down below. But apart from filming, I just find myself using this palette a lot, okay? So this is the Slay eyeshadow palette from Makeup Revolution. The Slay eyeshadow palette from Makeup Revolution. I think it's like $7 or something like that. It's so dirt cheap, and it also comes with a mirror, perfect for traveling, which I don't really travel with my makeup often, not unless I'm going out of town. But look at the shades in it, you guys. So this is not really like a shimmer palette. Like, I feel like the shimmers are not really the strength in this palette, but the mattes are. And I feel like I'm really big into, like, if I have to, I can just create an all matte look with, as long as I have my darker colors and my lighter colors, I'm good. And I just love like the boldness that this palette, that this palette like gives me. I love its boldness. I mean, the swatches, I don't remember how they swatch the shades necessarily, and I don't really want to swatch them and make a big mess, but I do know for a fact, you guys, that this palette, like on my eyes, you guys, it just appears so bold, and like the colors are very strong, and they definitely create a bold eye look, and I really like it because whenever I'm feeling bold, I can go on ahead and dig into this palette. And I love like the color range on it. So I have like pinks and stuff, not like pinks, but more like orangey tone, very warm shades, and I really like, you know, the strength that these colors give me on my eye looks. Okay, so these colors are really cool because you can combine them with all kinds of colors. So imagine if I picked up this palette and this palette, I can make a really nice look because I have my darker shades, I have some lighter shades, I have a base shade, like I have everything that I could need, I have in this palette. And there's even like a shimmer in there or something, but like this palette is just so handy, and I really like it. Okay, it's just one of my favorites, point blank period. It's one of my favorites. Okay. The next palette, you guys, this is, I would have to say, is like one of my favorites. I definitely, whenever I use this palette, I do use other palettes with it, but it's not, I don't know, I haven't used this palette much lately, but I know whenever I first got it, I used it up like a maniac because it was kind of trending, so I kind of used it up like a maniac. But it's definitely an excellent palette that I can use every single day, and I can create so many looks. I don't need any other palette, all I need is this one. So this palette that I'm talking about, try not to think really autumn, really, like how basic are you to love this palette. It is the Morphe 350M palette, you guys. I'm not talking about the 350, I'm not talking about the 350 shimmer, I'm talking about the 350 matte. Okay, this palette is like my ride or die palette. Okay, you guys, this palette, I'm gonna go on ahead and I'm gonna probably put it this way so you guys can see it, get a better view of the color scale or whatever. This palette, you guys, it's super awesome. I can create bold looks, I can create neutral looks, I can create daily looks, I can create non-daily looks, I can create a night look, a day look, a regular look. I can do whatever the heck I want with this palette. This palette is so like versatile. Would that be the proper word? I'm not really good with my grammar, but this palette is so like poppin' that you can do whatever you want with this palette. I love it so much. Every single shade in here is pretty good. I mean, there might be one or two that are not great, but it's just like so good. And as you guys can see, like I've definitely loved on a bunch of shades in here. I'm pretty good, you guys, at using different palettes. I don't always dig into the same ones, except for my most favorite that I'm going to be showing you guys next. I do dig into that one often. That's the only palette that I always go back to. But I'm really good at using my palettes, like all of my palettes. So that's why each of my favorites are not like mega dug into, because I'm really good at like switching around. Because on the top of my makeup desk I have like a little like a really nice little like area where I can set palettes in that I want to use. So every week I'm transferring out those palettes and I'm making sure that I'm using different palettes throughout the weeks. So I always want to make sure that I'm digging into other palettes, that I'm not only digging into the same palettes, because then it's not really worth it to have all my makeup palettes, you know. I might as well just throw them away or give them away. So I do try to use all of them, but you guys, this one definitely has had a lot of love in, especially these two shades up here. I've used these two shades a lot. I've used this shade a lot. I've used this shade, just this area kind of, I've used it a lot. I haven't really dug over here too much. As you guys can see, I have not really dug too much over here. I'm not too crazy about colors like this. Colors like this are okay. I'm really crazy about all of these colors, only because they really complement my skin well. Colors like this kind of make my eyes look really like muddy, so that's kind of hard to use. But I definitely am gonna have to, you know, just figure out how I can incorporate those colors into my everyday look. Okay, but I really love this palette. This is definitely one of my favorite palettes. So there's that. And you guys are gonna think I'm so crazy, but you know how Morphe bubble wraps all of their palettes? I still keep this palette in my bubble wrap because I've heard so many horror stories of their Morphe palettes breaking, these ones in this packaging. So I'm just like, my Morphe palettes ain't about to break. So I have them in the bubble wrap that I bought them in. Crazy. And I actually got this one and the shimmer palette on Hot Look. So crazy. You guys, my last favorite palette. You guys are gonna kill me because it is a limited edition palette. I don't think you guys can pick this up anymore if you guys had wanted to. But maybe we can beg to bring it back, but it's a limited edition palette. My absolute favorite palette, as you guys can see, it's totally trashed, but it's the Morphe times Kathleen Lights palette, you guys. This palette has been so loved by me. I don't even know. I actually just recently stained it, but I don't know what I stained it with. I'm thinking maybe like some face oil or something. I got something on here and it like changed the color. But this palette is like literally almost destroyed from the outside. This is how much I use this palette. You know how people create like those used and abused makeup tags? I feel like if I did the used and abused makeup video thing, it would be this palette only. I mean, and it doesn't look too used and too abused, but if I zoom in, you guys could really tell that I've really dug into the pans. And I did clean up the palette before I filmed this video because it was looking really messy. So Morphe times Kathleen Lights palette, you guys. This palette is so good to create any kind of look that you want to create. I mean, there are some strengths and there also are some weaknesses in this palette, you guys, but I have loved this palette like no other. As you guys, I don't know if you guys can kind of see, but if you guys can kind of see, like this one, this shade right here, I've used it a lot. You guys can see how I can kind of like dig my finger in there. I've used this shade a lot and I've used this shade a lot. This shade kind of has like a hole in it, like a dug in. It's dug in a little bit. I've used this shade a lot also. I don't know if you guys can kind of tell. I just want you guys to be able to see that I actually use these shades, because it looks like if I put it over here, you guys would be like, she does not use that palette. Like, it's so brand new. Like, not brand new, but it's so not touched. But if I bring it up here, I wonder if you guys can kind of see like how much I've dug into this palette. So I just love this palette. It has your darks that you would need, your lights that you would need, your colors to create a poppy groovy look if you would need it. It has just any kind of color that you can think of that you would want to put on your eye in this palette. Well, that I would want to put on my eye. I mean, it's not like a 32 panned eyeshadow palette. I don't know how many, 3, 6, 9, 10, 12, 13, 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 15 shades. It has 15 shades in it. But you guys, this palette, it's just amazing. You have like some of your like for example, this green color. Oh my gosh. Like look at that, you guys. I'm gonna go on ahead and swatch on the same hand that I did the other swatches. Like, do you guys just see like how gorgeous this is? And then this is one of my favorite colors. Like whenever I'm feeling like festive-y, I'll put on this color right here. This one, like whenever I'm feeling kind of like cool. You guys probably can't tell in this lighting, but it's like a dark shade, but it has like a green like undertone in it, and it really like shines. It's so pretty. Like it's kind of like a unicorny. All the chromy looking shades, I call them unicorn shades. So this would be like your dark unicorn shade, your evil unicorn shade. So like I love the shades. And then like I'm just gonna swatch this one too. I know I didn't swatch any of the other palettes, but this just shows which ones I favor more than the other ones. So I'm just gonna kind of swatch this one like along this way. As you guys can see, this shade is super poppin' too. So it's like all the shades are so nice and I love them. Let me try and swatch a matte for you guys so I don't just act like if I'm only loving the shimmers. I also love the mattes. I'll swatch this over my knuckles. So the swatch is not consistent because I swatched it over my knuckles, but as you guys can see, check out that swatch. It's because I swatched it over my knuckles, you guys, so it went kind of bumpy. But look, and then look at how much is left on my fingers, you guys. Like, come on. So I just love, 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 love this palette, you guys. I don't know what I'm going to do whenever I finish it. I know that I will finish it one day. One of the things that I did not like about this palette is the black shade. Like, Kathleen was like, yeah, it's going to be so black. And it's like not like, I guess that is pretty black. But it's not like, when applying it on your eyes, it's not as dark as you would expect it to be. So yeah, but this is it, you guys. This is my ultimate favorite eyeshadow palette, and I think that I had gotten it for like 20 bucks or something, maybe even less. I don't remember, but it was so cheap and so awesome. So yes. So you guys, those are my favorite eyeshadow palettes. Like I said, you guys, do not forget to go and check out Nicole's video. She did an awesome job, I bet, filming her video. And she's super down to earth, super cool. If you guys like me and if you guys like my channel, I promise you guys are gonna love Nicole's channel. But yes. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you guys bunches, and I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye. God bless you. And I do have a giveaway video coming up soon. I don't know if it's gonna be before this or after this, but I have a giveaway video coming up soon, so stay tuned for that, you guys. Love you guys, and bye.